Abba will never get a hold of me again, and he really doesn't care to reach out, but he does. So a week after the abortion, I hear from him on Instagram. And this is what he says. He says, "For me to plan things, I need clarity on a few things, whether you intend to continue the pregnancy and what level of involvement you foresee for me. I should be clear that I still have no plans to co-parent. I'm not messaging to discuss the relationship or here to argue, just the above." And he is messaging me a lot, and it's because I'm not responding to him. And one thing I realized about Abba is Abba thinks a certain way. Abba also likes things done a certain way. And if things are not followed through in the way that he wants, you will see a reaction from him. And, this is one of those times, like, I'm not responding, and he is insulting me, saying I'm doing all these things, and I'm not, doing those things, and I'm like, I'm not getting engaged with this type of communication, but he does lash out. And I thought about the pregnancy, and I thought, Abba never cared about the child. He only cared about, this dream that he had. But that's not really how it works. We both have this responsibility. And I didn't do it the way he pictured it. And I can understand that also. But, this is so far removed from what he would support on his channel and promote on his channel. And so I said, I left you alone since I reached out to Preach a month ago. And he's saying, like, no, you're, like, still calling me, and I'm still trying to reach him. I said, no, I never called you. I said, I've left you alone since, like, my last contact with Preach. I said, you didn't want anything to do with the baby. I said, okay. I said, I'm not going to engage in this kind of communication, Abba, because he keeps messaging me. And he sends this little okay liar thing. Remember, I said that Abba can act in a way like mocking and ridicule and a little, sometimes immature. But I said,
not a little,
a lot. You didn't want anything to do with the baby. And to this day, Abba feels extremely justified with leaving the pregnancy. This is one of our last messages. This was about a month ago, and there was a little tension in this conversation, and we were going back and forth a bit, and I said, you still haven't apologized for abandoning me and our baby. I only apologized. And he said, it's because it's your fault. You cut me out of the relationship and the fatherhood. I'm saying, I have to go now, okay? And he said, I have always believed that it was your fault. I said, it was a responsibility that's both of ours. And I said, I needed more security from you. And he said that you didn't want the baby. And he's talking about when I was going back and forth from before the Montreal trip. And when I realized, this relationship is probably not sustainable. And this is something I am still healing from. And something I think about often, and I'm still grieving. And I do feel like it was wrong. And I did feel like it was wrong at the time, but after some time passes, I really think that this wasn't the way it should have gone. And I'll be posting more examples of my interaction with Abba and the dynamic and this repetitive cycle I experienced with him. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Okay, let me fix my camera real quick. It's just a big issue. I'm sorry. There it is. Sorry, I have to continue the video on this one, because my phone is not responding, so my bad, guys. So I'll continue it here. Sorry, my phone just keeps not responding very well when the Wi-Fi is not responding. I don't know, man. Look, all I can hear from this situation is this is not meant to be on the internet. These are two adults that are acting on her part. She's acting she was nervous. She was going through pregnancy. On Abba P stream, he was saying that he was hormonal, right? He was accountable at first. Then Preach came in. Then it was all blame me here and there, It was very wrong at some point. The whole stream was like going in on her, saying that she's a liar. Bro, look, too wrong. Two things can be true at the same time. That's all I'm thinking here, right? I'm not calling her a liar, manipulator, or baby mama situation, whatever, right? Based on what I'm seeing and what he's showing on his side, and the context that he showed, I can't watch that video because it's members only now. Before I could watch it. I'll post that one later because I did watch it. I watched everything recorded. This is just what you see now. Sorry. What I can tell you is, right, one, I'm not picking sides. I don't give a damn, right? This situation is too crazy. I'm not even sure if I'll watch Aaron Preach after this, right? Because the situation to me is, first, this was not meant to be on the internet. Two, when you gave her that kid, it's her decision to keep the kid or not. It's not on you, bro. Thirdly, your idea of this happy family, y'all be together, It's not reality, G. It's not reality. You gave her the kid. It's her decision, her body, her choice. What we keep saying, right? Her decision. Then she realized she only knew you for a few months. They started dating. They started knowing each other from 25 July, bro. Last year of last year. How do you know a person that, like, when she was going through these conflicts, boom, bada boom, she's pregnant? Y'all are not responsible. Y'all. He was the more messed up one, based on what I'm seeing so far and what I know further. He was the more messed up one, calling you parasite, calling you this and that. On his stream, he's antagonizing you. Preach comes in, antagonizing you, saying this and this. This is not meant to be on the internet. It's gonna go crazy. People are gonna see this video. People are gonna talk about it. It's gonna go hella crazy. All I can say to this chick is good luck. Have a nice life, I guess, because it's been preached. I mean, it's been Triple Lens came with another video, man. Peace. This is just no, man.